All right. So good morning, everyone. This is DayTraderRockStar bringing you a watch list for November 20th, Tuesday. Actually going to send this watch list out to 380 feet from the hole. I had a good email. He sent me a good email, so I want to go over the email with him and try to clarify my position on this market right here. This is from email I received last night. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention to the longer-term trends in the market and that we're on the verge of tipping point into a bear market? Don't get me wrong, I think you have a feasible trading strategy. However, if we do break through downward, there will be stronger moves to the downside than up. Therefore, flipping your strategy from long bias to short may be advantageous again. Again, I don't think your trading strategies are bad, but you may need to flip the bias to the short side imminently. We had quite a run over the last 4 years. Don't confuse a bull run with genius. A greater question might be, did your revelation, discipline, etc. coincide with the bull market of the last few years? And if so, and you don't read the writing on the wall, will you give it all away again? Are you truly educated and disciplined now and will be able to commit to the transition? Just a question. What do you think? I thought that was a great question. You know, I guess you can never, if I could see the future and predict the future, then I wouldn't even be dealing with this right now. All I could do right now is analyze the market in front of me. I don't, I like to use a day-by-day approach trading these markets. I mean, you're going to have swings, but you're right. I mean, eventually we're going to run into that prolonged downtrend. I mean, you call it a bear market, you call it whatever you want. Honestly, I'm seeing, I have a different view here. I know that the Dow has made a nice run over the last since 2003. I have a chart up right here. There's a nice run that the Dow has made up here. Statistics are pulling over, and we could definitely be pulling back to this trend line. We could definitely be pulling back a little bit further. All right, so why would I continue to go long and continue to look at these? It's good. It's a definite good question. I've just seen I've cut back my trading a lot in the last week. I think that's one of my strategies that deals with the pullback that I'm going to say we're having right now. As I don't believe this is a bear market. I think as I'm going to give you an example right now of the NASDAQ chart here. Now look at the NASDAQ chart back in '97, how it ran up, and we went up to 5,000. Now, what are we at now? 2200 on the NASDAQ 100. Well, we have there's a big difference here. I mean, and that's, I'm mostly a tech trader here. So when I'm dealing with the markets, I'm dealing with the tech trader. I made this chart a few weeks ago, and I was just saying, all right, if we had just a continued rise in the market here, a steady market, not a bubble that we had in 99, 2000, it would, at this point right now, it would bring us to probably 3,300 area. All right, and that's quite a ways under where we are now, especially on the NASDAQ market. Not saying that everything, if we had the same rise that we had in the Dow, how things should be valued. So I'm still seeing a lot of buying opportunities in tech. I mean, if you look at the great earnings and the great strides that Intel has been making, if you look at the monthly chart in Intel, we haven't even broken out of this area here, which I am looking for, a nice move out of this area. I mean, we haven't even really broken out of that area. And if you look, there's so many other stocks. If you look at that are based on tech and new companies that are coming out and new technologies that are coming out now. You can see what happened to Apple, even though Apple is trading at all-time highs. It's just innovation is driving this market up. I'm sure the bigger stocks, the big blue chips, the older stocks are becoming old, and the money's switching into new stocks, and this is what's going to drive this market. I mean, because this is the future. I mean, the future's, people are not going to let this market just turn into a bear market. And where's the money going to go? I mean, the money's going to go into new stocks, and that's the stocks we need to find. These are the stocks you need to trade. You need to trade the solar power stocks. You need to trade the alternate fuel, the fuel stocks. You need to trade, the new stocks that are coming out and where the money's going in. The Baidus, the ISRGs. All right, Intuitive Surgical. All right, these are new technologies that are coming out, and these go against the overall bear market conflict that we're running upon. All right, so it doesn't mean, even there is technically a bear market if you go through Dow theory and everything, which I haven't even been following lately. I haven't been following the transports, which I should be following a bit more closely, because I'm more of a micro trader where I'm more concentrated on certain stocks. So that's the stocks I want to be concentrating on. I mean, do I want to go short the market? Well, in time I will. If I do see an overvaluation in a stock, I will short it. But right now, you just gotta trade day by trade. You gotta find the stocks that have the momentum going into it. Once that momentum leaves, then you gotta reevaluate your strategy. But right now, this works, and that's the good thing about being a day trader, is that you have to be able to change with the times. And like you said, well, are you willing to let it all slip away? Has this been a coincidence? I don't believe it's been a coincidence that we've had a good run. I just believe that I've been, I've been steadily taking profits on any moves, even if the move's up. You get, technicals work either way. But it's an excellent question either way. And it makes me, go inside myself and say, yeah, maybe I have to. Maybe I have to even consider some other options, what this market wants to do. So, just to move on, I don't think we're running into a bear market. I don't think we're starting to turn over, because I believe that tech is going to lead the way out of this, and I think the money's going to rotate into other things, just like the Asian markets. I mean, you would consider the Asian markets a bubble. All of a sudden, it doesn't mean that we're, that because we're at this level means that we need to pull back, right? We don't, market makes its own rules. I mean, even though some of the levels and some of the turnovers does seem to, and technical levels could be breaking through, and that's going to cause some sell-off. But before you know it, people are going to throw money back into the market, and we're going to, it's going to trigger stops. It's going to sell off. We're going to come back. It's going to be trading all over again. Every day is a new day in the market. All right, I don't know if that answers your question or not. I'm happy with what I do. Just looking at the market here, gapping up. Again, another day. The object here is not to take too much home with you. Buy stocks that are pulling back cheap, and have the patience not to get in full kilt in this market. So that's about it right now. I'm not going to bore you with a big watch list. I have about 2 minutes left on the video. I like Intel a lot here. I like NYMEX, NMX, even though that's not even on the daily chart here. I do like this level here. There's a lot of stocks out there that are very interesting. I like Apple with it, coming out into Christmas area here. I think a lot of stocks are oversold. I think the housing stocks are getting really oversold here. I like the Centex, TTX. I like the banking stocks. I do like Citigroup. I think all of a sudden there's going to be a bottom made in a lot of these stocks, and then all of a sudden it's going to be everyone get back in the market, and things are going to pick up right where they left off. All right. So I hope everyone trades good, and don't overtrade this week. This is a holiday week, and it's just not worth it. And I'll talk to you during the market hours. All right. You can listen on DayTraderRadio.com. It's DayTraderRadio.com, and just need a Winamp or Real Audio, iTunes. Tune in from 8 o'clock to 4:30 every day, except holidays. All right, I'm done. Let's get to the market here.